About infrared. Infrared is an amazing light. It's something that's going to do wonders for you. Those people suffering with chronic problems. Let me just go ahead and give you a picture of what infrared looks like. And we'll come back to all these different pictures in just a second. But light therapy has been around for ancient years, and light therapy heals. People will go out into the sun and they'll absorb the rays and they'll lay back, and the heat and the light that gets inside their cells starts to heal. People say, I want to lay out at the sun. And you're right, but the only problem with the sun are the bad rays. Those bad rays can cause cancer, and obviously it can cause a lot of problems to your skin. So I want to let you know a little bit about infrared therapy. Something that's cheap, something you can get. You can get it through Amazon. You can make it, and I'll explain a little bit about this, and I'll talk more about the light spectrum. But light therapy is where it's at. Now, people who have chronic conditions like inflammation, chronic arthritis, tendinitis, wounds, fibromyalgia, flexibility where you don't have flexibility, inflammation, problems even with the skin, maybe after working out, recovering, that cell degeneration, cell regeneration, just increasing metabolism. This is an amazing thing I want to bring out to you, and a lot of people don't know about infrared light. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about this infrared light, and hopefully this can help you tremendously as we go into something right here, just to give you a little idea about wavelengths. Now, if you look at the wavelengths of light, you can see it starts on the shorter wavelength on one side, goes deep into the skin through the subcutaneous layers. It goes beyond the dermis, beyond the epidermis, obviously. You can see the depth of what infrared does. What's amazing about this is that we can be doing this at home. People who have chronic tendinitis, chronic radiculopathy, chronic bursitis. This is something that has done wonders for my bursitis. I can tell you through my own experience the healing ability of what this does. This actually penetrates deeply into cells, and it does something very miraculous. It boosts and recharges the mitochondria. The mitochondria are the deep cell, that's the life, that's the energy within your cells. That's where you get your energy. It stimulates white blood cell production. It promotes cell regeneration. It increases healing. It reduces inflammation. It helps excel so many interesting metabolic processes. But what's really interesting about it, and quite exciting, is that this right here, okay, is called nitric oxide. Now, as we get older, our nitric oxide in our bodies diminish. What's interesting about this is that this infrared, what I'm about to teach you, increases, to give you a little feeling what we're talking about. This little modality here can cost you $15 or $20. It's a light. It's a light. It's just a light, and it gets warm, and you can put it against the skin. If it's a bigger light, it will be a little further away from the skin. This infrared light will penetrate deep through the cellular components of the skin, as we talked about. Okay, as we're talking about the wavelength here. Okay, we show you here how it goes deep into the skin as it increases the nitric oxide, open up the vessels to allow things to happen. Have you ever thought that the reason why you're not healing is because your body can't? It's trying to, but it can't. But if we can excel this and use this as a tool, wow, imagine how many things, chronic problems you could be healing. That's what it looks like. It's a little light bulb that fits inside of there. Google infrared light. You can get it in all different kinds of sites. I'm not here selling it to you. Very inexpensive. Here's another one. You can make it yourself. You can go to your department store. You can take this bulb, put it in something, put it away from you. Obviously, the stronger the wattage of the light, the more further that potentially I'm giving you a weapon. I'm giving you a beautiful weapon that can help correct things and heal you, because doctors, let me tell you, very few will get this. This is something that's miraculous. Now, do your homework, Google infrared. You can go to Amazon, you can go to different sites, you can just Google it, you'll see things will come up. You are a self-healing organism. You're beautiful, you're made to heal, and you're made to enjoy your life with lots of happiness. God bless everyone out there. May you have a wonderful night in the U.S. and a beautiful day out across seas, and we'll catch up with you real soon.
Because otherwise you may start a fire. Check it out. It has been used for centuries, and it is a wonderful addition to infrared light therapy. Simply apply and put the affected area under the light. Castor oil is very effective at relieving pain and swelling, so it's useful in treating sprains, pulled muscles, and even arthritis. And ladies, castor oil can do wonders for your hair, too.
And it reminded me that I needed to throw up a video about this. So you can make this for about $25, and everything you need is going to be at your local home improvement store. So this is what it looks like. It's just a metal lamp. It's got a syringe with it, and it is supposed to help the body detox. So all you need to do, I got this stuff at Home Depot. You could go to Lowe's or Ace Hardware. Probably this is a 250-watt red heat lamp bulb. This one is the Philips one, and this costs about $10 at Home Depot. And then you also need to grab a lamp base that is designed to tolerate at least 250 watts. You don't want to plug these bulbs into your normal lamp because the wattage is so much higher than your standard household lamp. So you want to make sure you get an actual lamp that is designed.
And put it right.
For about 4 years on a postdoctoral fellowship to really get detailed research background and thinking in the area of kidney physiology and kidney disease. And then Colorado recruited me, and I spent about 30 years, as I said, doing research in kidney disease and blood flow, and training been used or really adapted is the effect of near-infrared light to actually repair damaged tissue within the brain by increasing oxygen delivery and vasodilation to see if you can help heal the damaged areas in the brain.
So my understanding is that you've collaborated with a team at Serascan, a comparative imaging company that has worked with 2 military soldiers that had some brain injury suffered during conflict. What has your participation been, and what have you seen with the soldiers?
Reducing the pain of chemotherapy and radiation in cancer patients. And Quantum Devices is now in the process of receiving and other medical issues as well.
The results were very exciting, and I have to say that this is the fastest occurring trial that we've ever seen. Everybody wanted to be part of that NASA trial. And so patients were randomized to either receive the light therapy or they got a sham or placebo non-effectual therapy. No side effects, no harm, so it's great for the patient in that aspect. The second is that if you decrease the mucositis, then there's a lot of potential areas where you're impacting positively for the patient. You can decrease pain, which means less narcotics. You can improve the amount of nutrition that they're able to take, less IV therapy. They don't have to be hooked up to the machines as much.
Light therapy. Your health and well-being is important to all of us. Today, your healthcare provider has requested that you watch this brief